You so pretty, girl. Oh, got you. Bless you. Bless you. Yeah. Bless you. Bless you, big girl. Oh, bless you. Yeah. Bless you, pretty girl. Hey, bro, this shit is live. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Kids is a blessing, man.
We begin tonight in Copper's Cove, where a woman is after being shot. Copper's Cove police were dispatched to the 900 block of Tanner Drive and located a 31-year-old woman with gunshot wounds. Life-saving measures were performed until she was transported to Advent Health, Central Texas by EMS, where she later succumbed to her injuries.
Today we'll be in Copper's Cove, Texas, located about an hour and 15 minutes north of Austin. The city has a population of around 37,000 people, and one of those residents was 31-year-old Shasmine Clack, who moved to the area in 2021. In January 2025, she was preparing to start a new chapter in her life, not a resolution, but she had recently separated from the father of her last child. She was excited about finding herself again and wanted nothing more than to give her 5 kids the best life and more. After having her last baby in September 2024, she had been focused on her new child, but was ready to step back out into the world and enjoy life. Though she was going through some court issues with her last relationship, she was determined to remain positive and wanted nothing more than to have a positive co-parenting relationship. But things were not that simple, and after going live on Facebook, tragedy would strike. What was supposed to be a good weekend, kid-free, for the first time in a long time, turned into a mother losing her life to someone that was not ready to let go. When anyone thinks of 31-year-old Shasmine, they automatically think of the wonderful mother she was to her 5 young kids, 1 boy and 4 girls. Her kids were her pride and joy, and she was so excited that all of them were excelling in school and getting rewards sent home. Everything she did was for her kids, and she always made sure they had everything they needed to be great in life. In September of 2024 is when she had her last child, another sweet little girl to add to the bunch, and not only she, but her then boyfriend was over the moon about the new addition. Before giving birth, she said she cried and cried when she found out she was pregnant again after having 4, but said her daughter was her unexpected blessing and she was heaven sent. Her last baby was the first for 27-year-old Alonzo Hunter, and he was beaming with joy before and after she came. He said he was finally happy to have a family that he always wanted and loved the other 4 kids as his own. He had plans to have more kids with the love of his life, even though she was not too sure about that. Nonetheless, he said that he would always be there for Shasmine and her daughter and wanted to be the best partner and father. Everything from the outside looking in was going good at first, but when it got messy, both would start airing out relationship drama.
So look, my baby mama do readings and stuff, right? So this type of stuff she do with her dude clients and the people she do readings, do cleans and stuff like that, but also she do sucking balls and all that also. You know what I'm saying? So when she's telling me, hey babe, I have to work. She have to get off the phone. She doing some whole other shit. But check this out. Look at the messages of her and Finesse 2 times. He talking about when you gonna clean me up. She talking about this and that.
He made claims that she was cheating their whole relationship, and she made claims that he was a manipulator and cheater too. Alonzo was adamant that he never wanted his child to have a broken home, but Shasmine was no longer happy in the relationship and broke things off. However, he was not prepared to let her go and be away from his daughter, who he promised that he would be there for every day. Missing a milestone, missing her growth, did not sit well with him, but the two eventually would break things off for good. Things had allegedly become ugly behind the scenes, and he was said to be facing felony charges, making it even harder to see his daughter and co-parent. Shasmine was determined to not let it get her down and was pushing forward living the single life. On January 31st, she stepped out for drinks and went live on Facebook, and it was apparent that she wanted him to know she was happy without him. She was on the live about 30 minutes talking with loved ones about going to Austin for the weekend, partying, and sleeping because she was going to be kid-free. During the live, Alonzo was said to be watching, and tragically, this is when it seemed that he put his plan in place.
Let me know when you move there. I mean, I don't really have a lot of free time, which is okay. I'd be okay with it because I'm a mom. But like today, when I got this free time, like maybe one day I could come out there. This headlights are bright. Get off of my Facebook, ugly ass. Hey, I'm finna get fucking drunk. Like, drunk. I really want to go to the club. I'm not gonna lie. In the club, we are fam. I'm probably gonna go out tomorrow. I gotta call my security. When I drink, I'll be ready to hunt. I'm trying to get so fucked up. Hey, Corey. Like, I want to pass out drunk. That's what I want. Okay, so text me. Don't play, because I will go out tomorrow. I'm trying to go shake this mother. Don't have everything. I'm trying to shake ass, do the splits on the. I'm trying to get it.
After having her drinks out that night, she ended up back at home with her kids, and by the next morning, she sadly lost her life. The next day, February 1st, she took to social media and said, "Feels good to be FN word free. No more lies, cheating, manipulation, gaslighting." This post was at 9:46 a.m., and by 11:30, she would be clinging to life. According to family, Alonzo drove a few hours the night before to where she lived. It was not clear if he was coming to see his baby, but allegedly he was supposed to get a hotel room for whatever his visit was about. Once he made it to town, he was said to have called Shasmine and told her that he could not check into his hotel room until 3 and asked if he could come and stay at her house until time. However, with her having serious charges on him, he was not supposed to be around her per court order. He then decided to allegedly spam call her over 100 times in a 5-minute span because she said no. Now, even though Shasmine was supposed to go to Austin, she must have had to change her plans because the kids were at home and no one could imagine what was about to take place. According to loved ones, while she was in her home with the kids and on the phone with the loved one, Alonzo came to her home anyway and shot the mother of his daughter while the kids watched. Officers will be called to the home on the 900 block of Tanner Drive around 11:30 a.m. for the reports of a person shot. They found Shasmine with multiple gunshot wounds and rushed her to the hospital, where she later passed away that day. After investigating the scene and speaking with witnesses, police found Alonzo at a nearby hotel and they would take him into custody without incident.
Police were called to a home in the 900 block of Tanner Drive just before noon and found a 31-year-old woman with gunshot wounds. Officers administered life-saving measures before EMS took her to Advent Health Central Texas, where she later. After speaking with witnesses, police identified a suspect known to the victim. The suspect was found at a nearby hotel and taken into custody without incident.
Loved ones said that all she did was try with that relationship, but he couldn't meet her halfway with what she was asking of him. Even though she wanted the focus to solely be about their daughter, he allegedly would not let his dreams of being a family go. Some truly believe that he finally lost it after seeing her finally step out that last day in January as she was unbothered and moving forward. He allegedly became so furious and jealous at that moment that he put his plan into place that night, driving to the city, knowing what he was going to do. He not only took a mother, but he left her kids with a permanent scar seeing what happened. Then his almost 5-month-old child now has no parents at all. Shasmine was said to be a person to help out anybody with anything and give you her last dime. She showed love and support to anyone, and her love was unmatched, especially for the 5 little people she brought into this world. One loved one wrote, "I honestly don't know if I'll be able to attend another funeral. This is starting to shamefully feel like a new normal. We just buried one loved one, not even a full 2 months ago, for the same reason, just to turn around and have to bury another. Both of my cousins were beautiful people, just to be taken by those they thought loved them. They both were walking away from toxic situations, and yet it still cost them their lives. This has unfortunately become a very disturbing reality, and no one deserves to have their life snatched from them prematurely. Her life mattered, and she should still be alive. That little baby will never remember her mother, and when she gets older, will probably disown her father for taking the woman who gave her life. These acts of DV harm so many, not just the person who lost their life. There are kids and loved ones who forever have to live with what happened, and it's not okay. My thoughts and prayers go out to her children and her entire family in this dark time. So please don't forget to comment your thoughts and prayers for this family in this difficult time, and hit that like button and share to make your people aware. And as always, remember to stay woke, things change quickly.